It was the worst day of my life. Never had that feeling before, and I never want to feel like that again.
Don't treat me like a criminal.
Yes, it does make me angry because he looked guilty.
Michael told me that we loved each other, but if you ever tell anyone what we're doing, both of our lives and our careers will be over.
Michael Jackson's mother has revealed the dark truth.
Are there still questions you need answered?
There will always be questions hanging in the air that I would like the answer to.
Michael Jackson was an unparalleled musical icon, renowned for his groundbreaking music, unparalleled dance moves, and larger-than-life persona. Emerging in the late 1960s with the Jackson 5 and later as a solo artist, he captivated audiences with his innovative sound, blending pop, rock, and soul into a revolutionary experience. His stage presence, characterized by his iconic moonwalk and dazzling performances, left an indelible mark on the music industry. But if his public persona was so perfect, why would his mother have anything controversial to share? Well, you're in for a ride if you are a fan of Michael Jackson. You are about to hear a side of the story that is rarely told. But before his mother reveals the intimate details, let's take a closer look at who Michael Jackson truly was. Early life and family. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, as the 8th of 10 children in the Jackson family. His parents, Joseph and Katherine Jackson, played significant roles in shaping his early life and career. Joseph Jackson worked in a steel mill, a demanding job that required long hours and physical labor. Despite the grueling nature of his work, Joseph also managed his children's musical aspirations, seeing the potential in their collective talent. He formed and managed the Jackson 5, a group initially composed of Michael and his older brothers, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, and later joined by younger brother Marlon. The Jackson family home in Gary was modest, reflecting their working-class status. It was a small house for such a large family, creating an environment where the siblings grew close out of necessity. The Jackson children shared not just their living space, but also their love for music. From a young age, they were exposed to a variety of musical genres, including Motown, soul, and R&B. This musical environment nurtured Michael's burgeoning talent and passion for performance. Life in the Jackson household was heavily influenced by Joseph's strict discipline and the family's adherence to the Jehovah's Witness faith. Joseph Jackson was a demanding father and manager, known for his rigorous training sessions and high expectations. He believed in hard work and discipline, often using tough methods to ensure his children stayed focused and dedicated to their musical careers. This strict upbringing had a profound impact on Michael, instilling in him a relentless work ethic and a deep desire to achieve perfection in his craft. Katherine Jackson, on the other hand, provided a softer, nurturing presence in Michael's life. As a devout Jehovah's Witness, she instilled strong religious values in her children, emphasizing the importance of faith and morality. Katherine's influence helped shape Michael's worldview and his later commitment to humanitarian efforts. Her support and encouragement were crucial in helping Michael navigate the pressures of fame and the complexities of his personal life. The Jacksons' involvement in the Jehovah's Witness faith played a significant role in their daily lives. The religion's teachings and practices influenced various aspects of their behavior and lifestyle choices. For Michael, this meant balancing the demands of a burgeoning music career with the expectations of his religious community. The faith's emphasis on modesty and humility often conflicted with the glamorous and public nature of his career, creating an internal struggle that Michael would grapple with throughout his life. Michael's early years were marked by a blend of familial support and professional pressure. The Jackson 5's rise to fame began when they started performing in local talent shows and small venues. Their undeniable talent and energetic performances quickly garnered attention, leading to opportunities to perform at larger venues and eventually securing a contract with Motown Records in 1968. Michael, who was just 10 years old at the time, emerged as the group's lead singer, captivating audiences with his powerful voice and charismatic stage presence. Despite the challenges of growing up in the spotlight, Michael maintained a close bond with his siblings. The shared experience of performing and touring together created a unique dynamic within the family. The Jackson 5's success brought financial stability to the family, but it also introduced new pressures and expectations. Michael, as the youngest member of the group, often felt the weight of these expectations most acutely. His father's demanding nature and the constant push for perfection left a lasting impression on him, shaping his approach to his solo career and his pursuit of excellence. The Jackson family's rise to fame was a double-edged sword. While it provided them with unprecedented opportunities and a platform to showcase their talents, it also exposed them to intense public scrutiny and personal challenges. Michael, in particular, struggled with the pressures of fame from a young age. The rigorous touring schedule, the need to constantly produce hit records, and the lack of a typical childhood all took a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. Solo career breakthrough. Michael Jackson's solo career began in earnest in 1971 when he released his first solo album, Got to Be There, under Motown Records, while still actively performing with the Jackson 5. At just 13 years old, Michael's solo debut showcased a remarkable blend of youthful exuberance and musical maturity, underscoring his extraordinary talent and versatility. The album included hits like the title track, Got to Be There, and a soulful cover of Ain't No Sunshine, both of which highlighted his vocal prowess and ability to convey deep emotion through music. Throughout the early 1970s, Michael continued to balance his burgeoning solo career with his commitments to the Jackson 5. He released several more solo albums with Motown, including Ben, 1972, which featured the sentimental hit song of the same name. Ben, a touching ballad about a pet rat, became Michael's first solo single to top the Billboard Hot 100 chart, earning him widespread acclaim and a Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song. Despite these early successes, Michael felt creatively constrained by Motown's strict control over the artistic direction of his music. He yearned for greater autonomy and the opportunity to explore new musical styles. This desire for artistic freedom led to a pivotal moment in his career, his departure from Motown in 1975. Along with his brothers, Michael signed with Epic Records, a move that would eventually provide him with the creative latitude he craved. The real turning point in Michael's solo career came with his collaboration with producer Quincy Jones. The two met on the set of the musical film The Wiz, 1978, in which Michael played the Scarecrow. Recognizing Michael's immense potential, Quincy Jones agreed to produce his next album. This partnership proved to be a defining moment in Michael's career, as it marked the beginning of a period of unprecedented creative and commercial success. In 1979, Michael released Off the Wall, his first solo album with Epic Records, and his first collaboration with Quincy Jones. The album was a groundbreaking success, blending elements of pop, rock, R&B, and disco in a way that had never been done before. Off the Wall produced several chart-topping singles including Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, She's Out of My Life, and the title track, Off the Wall. These hits showcased Michael's incredible range as a vocalist and performer, cementing his status as a solo superstar. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, the album's lead single, was particularly notable for its infectious groove and Michael's dynamic vocal performance. The song earned him his first Grammy Award for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance, a testament to his evolving artistry and the impact of his collaboration with Quincy Jones. Rock With You, another standout track, became one of Michael's most enduring hits, celebrated for its smooth melodies and irresistible dance rhythms. Off the Wall was a critical and commercial triumph, selling over 20 million copies worldwide and receiving widespread acclaim from music critics. The The album's success marked Michael's transition from a teenage pop sensation to a mature artist capable of captivating a global audience. It also set a new standard for pop music, with its innovative production techniques and genre-blending sound, influencing countless artists and shaping the direction of popular music in the years to come. Despite the monumental success of Off the Wall, Michael was not content to rest on his laurels. He viewed the album as a stepping stone to even greater achievements. This relentless drive for perfection and innovation would characterize the next phase of his career and lead to his most iconic and influential work. In 1982, Michael Jackson released Thriller, an album that would redefine the boundaries of pop music and elevate him to unparalleled heights of fame. Thriller was a global phenomenon, becoming the best-selling album of all time and producing 7 top 10 singles, including Billie Jean, Beat It, and the title track, Thriller. The album's success was propelled by Michael's groundbreaking music videos, which transformed the medium into an art form and set new standards for visual storytelling in music. Thriller earned Michael a record-breaking 8 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, and solidified his position as the king of pop. His innovative use of music videos, his electrifying stage presence, and his ability to transcend cultural and racial barriers made him a global icon. Michael's influence extended far beyond music. He became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring a new generation of artists and leaving an indelible mark on popular culture. The success of Thriller was followed by the equally groundbreaking Bad, 1987, another collaboration with Quincy Jones. The album produced multiple hit singles, including Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, and Smooth Criminal. Bad was accompanied by a highly successful world tour, which further demonstrated Michael's ability to captivate audiences with his extraordinary performances and innovative stagecraft. In the years that followed, Michael continued to push the boundaries of music and performance with albums like Dangerous, 1991, and History, Past, Present, and Future, Book 1, 1995. His music videos became increasingly elaborate and cinematic, with groundbreaking works like Black or White, Remember the Time, and Scream, showcasing his visionary approach to visual storytelling. Michael Jackson's solo career breakthrough was characterized by a relentless pursuit of excellence and a commitment to innovation. From his early successes with Motown to his groundbreaking collaborations with Quincy Jones, Michael's journey was marked by a series of transformative moments that redefined the landscape of popular music. His ability to blend genres, his dynamic performances, and his visionary use of music videos established him as one of the greatest artists of all time, leaving an enduring legacy that continues to inspire and influence the world of music. Personal life and challenges. Despite his immense success, Michael Jackson faced numerous personal challenges and controversies throughout his life, which often overshadowed his musical achievements. His changing appearance and health struggles were a constant source of media scrutiny, leading to speculation, criticism, and sensational headlines. Over the years, Michael's skin color became noticeably lighter, which he attributed to a condition called vitiligo. This skin disorder causes depigmentation in patches of the skin. However, the public and media were quick to speculate that he was deliberately bleaching his skin, a rumor that persisted despite his explanations and medical diagnoses. Michael also underwent multiple plastic surgeries, which dramatically altered his facial features. These changes were often a subject of public fascination and ridicule. He admitted to having had procedures on his nose, but largely avoided discussing the extent of his surgeries, contributing to the air of mystery and controversy that surrounded him. His evolving appearance, combined with his reclusive lifestyle, fueled endless speculation about his mental and physical health. In 1993, Michael faced one of the most serious allegations of his life when he was accused of child molestation. The allegations were made by the family of a 13-year-old boy, Jordan Chandler, who claimed that Michael had sexually abused him. Michael vehemently denied these charges, asserting his innocence and stating that he was a victim of extortion. The case was settled out of court in January 1994, with Michael agreeing to pay a reported $23 million. This settlement was not an admission of guilt, but rather a move to avoid a lengthy and damaging legal battle. However, the allegations took a significant toll on his public image and personal life, leaving a lasting stain on his reputation. A decade later, in 2003, Michael faced another set of child molestation charges. This time, the accusations were brought by Gavin Arvizo, a young cancer survivor who had spent time at Michael's Neverland Ranch. The case went to trial in 2005 in what became one of the most highly publicized court cases in history. The trial, often referred to as the People versus Jackson, attracted intense media coverage and public interest. After a grueling 4-month trial, Michael was acquitted of all charges in June 2005. Despite the acquittal, the trial had a profound impact on his life, exacerbating his feelings of mistrust and isolation. Michael's personal life was often marked by loneliness and a profound sense of isolation. His status as one of the most famous people in the world made it difficult for him to lead a normal life or form genuine relationships. His marriage to Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley, in 1994 attracted significant media attention. The union, however, was short-lived, and the couple divorced in 1996. Despite the divorce, both Michael and Lisa Marie maintained that their relationship had been genuine and not a publicity stunt. In 1996, Michael married Debbie Rowe, a dermatology nurse he had met during his treatment for vitiligo. The marriage was seen by many as unconventional. Debbie Rowe gave birth to Michael's first 2 children, Michael Joseph Prince Jackson Jr. and Paris Michael Katherine Jackson. The couple divorced in 1999, with Rowe relinquishing custody of the children to Michael. His 3rd child, Prince Michael Blanket Jackson II, was born in 2002 to an unnamed surrogate mother. Michael's approach to parenting was often scrutinized, particularly after a 2002 incident in which he briefly dangled Blanket over a hotel balcony in Berlin, prompting widespread criticism. Michael was known for his fiercely protective nature towards his children, making concerted efforts to shield them from the relentless media spotlight. He often had them wear masks or veils in public to maintain their anonymity and safeguard their privacy. His dedication to his children's well-being was evident in his efforts to provide them with a stable and loving environment, despite the constant intrusion of the paparazzi and the pressures of his fame. Throughout his life, Michael struggled with various health issues, including chronic pain, insomnia, and anxiety. He relied on a range of medications to manage these conditions, a dependence that only grew more pronounced in the latter part of his life. The combination of physical ailments, emotional stress, and legal battles took a significant toll on his overall well-being. Michael Jackson's life was a complex tapestry of extraordinary talent, groundbreaking achievements, and profound personal struggles. Despite the controversies and challenges he faced, his contributions to music, dance, and popular culture remain unparalleled. His legacy as the King of Pop endures, with his influence evident in the work of countless artists across multiple generations. Michael's story is a testament to the highs and lows of a life lived in the relentless glare of the public eye, a reminder of both the triumphs and the tribulations that come with extraordinary fame. Later, years and passing. In the years leading up to his death, Michael Jackson remained deeply immersed in his music career, despite facing significant financial difficulties and ongoing legal challenges. After a period of relative silence and introspection, he made a highly anticipated comeback announcement in 2009 with his This Is It concert series. The concerts, scheduled to take place at the O2 Arena in London, were intended to be a grand farewell tour, showcasing Michael's return to the stage after a lengthy hiatus. The announcement of the series generated immense excitement, and all 50 shows sold out within minutes, underscoring his enduring popularity and the public's eagerness to see him perform live again. The This Is It tour was meant to be a monumental event, featuring elaborate production and choreography that promised to be a testament to Michael's unparalleled showmanship. Preparations for the tour were extensive, involving intricate stage designs, rehearsals, and the development of new musical arrangements. The concert series was viewed as Michael's opportunity to reclaim his position as one of the foremost entertainers in the world, and it was eagerly anticipated by fans and critics alike. However, just weeks before the tour was set to begin, tragedy struck. On June 25, 2009, Michael Jackson passed away at the age of 50. The cause of death was acute propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication, substances administered by his personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray. The death was ruled a homicide, and Dr. Murray was subsequently charged with involuntary manslaughter for his role in the incident. Michael's unexpected passing shocked the world and led to an outpouring of grief from fans, fellow artists, and public figures across the globe. Michael's memorial service, held on July 7, 2009, at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, was a poignant tribute to his life and career. The service was broadcast live to millions of viewers around the world, with performances and eulogies from family members, friends, and collaborators. The event highlighted Michael's profound impact on music and culture, celebrating his contributions and the legacy he left behind. Michael Jackson's influence extended far beyond his music. He was a trailblazer who broke down racial barriers in the entertainment industry, transforming music videos into a legitimate art form with innovative and visually stunning productions. His contributions to pop music, dance, and visual storytelling have inspired countless artists and changed the landscape of popular culture. Songs like Billie Jean, Thriller, and Beat It remain iconic, and his groundbreaking music videos continue to be celebrated for their creativity and impact. In addition to his artistic achievements, Michael was also known for his humanitarian efforts. He supported numerous charitable causes and organizations, using his fame and resources to promote global peace, health, and children's welfare. His philanthropic work, including efforts to raise awareness about issues such as HIV/AIDS and poverty, reflected his commitment to making a positive difference in the world. Despite the controversies and personal struggles that marked his later years, Michael Jackson's legacy as the King of Pop endures. His contributions to music, dance, and entertainment have left an indelible mark on the industry and popular culture. His innovative spirit, artistic brilliance, and humanitarian efforts ensure that his influence will continue to resonate for generations to come. Michael Jackson's life story is a testament to the power of talent, ambition, and the enduring impact of artistic innovation, securing his place as one of the greatest entertainers in history. His music and legacy continue to inspire and captivate audiences around the world.
Now that we've heard what his mother revealed, what about Michael Jackson's son?
Well, yeah, but tell me, did your father do bad things to those children?
That's a very interesting question, right?
Michael Jackson was a legendary singer and dancer loved by people all over the world. He made amazing music that is still popular today, long after he passed away. Many call him the King of Pop because of how talented and successful he was. His concerts were spectacular events that fans were thrilled to attend. To most of the world, Michael Jackson was a larger-than-life superstar, but to his son Prince, he was simply a dad, a regular father who cared for his kids. Prince got to see a different side of Michael Jackson than his adoring public did, a more personal side behind the fame and glitz. What do you think Michael Jackson was like as a father? What was it like for Prince to grow up with such a famous dad? Join us as we delve into At 22, Michael Jackson's son finally confirms what we knew all along, cherishing his father's legacy. When Prince Michael Jackson Jr. looks back on his iconic father's life and teachings, he feels an immense sense of gratitude. As the years go by, the wisdom imparted by the King of Pop resonates more profoundly with his son. The life experiences and knowledge shared hold greater value through the lens of maturity. Though over a decade has passed since Michael's tragic death, the void left behind remains palpable for Prince. He openly acknowledges that he is missing his dad tremendously with each passing year. However, this sadness is counterbalanced by a deepening appreciation for the precious moments and lessons once taken for granted in childhood. Carrying the powerful Jackson name is both an immense privilege and a formidable responsibility. Prince takes pride in sharing his legendary father's name, understanding the weight it carries. There are inevitable expectations accompanied by such an iconic legacy. However, he does not view this as a burden, but rather as a noble calling. Michael worked tirelessly to build and maintain an unparalleled artistic empire. For Prince, it is his duty to protect, expand, and elevate that hard-earned legacy. He feels compelled to honor his father's achievements by constantly striving for improvement and pursuing bigger, better endeavors. The motivational words echoed by Michael reverberate through Prince's mind. "You did great, but what's next? How can we make it bigger and better?" This fierce drive for perfection fuels Prince's approach, whether it's philanthropic initiatives, filmmaking, or future ambitions. If one year's accomplishments were fantastic, the next must be incredible. Heal Los Angeles, the non-profit charity Prince co-founded, embodies his desire to uplift communities while walking in his father's footsteps. Inspired by Michael's Heal the World Foundation, this organization represents Prince's personal path to effecting positive change. It merges his charitable spirit with a firm connection to his beloved hometown. At its core lies a belief instilled by Michael that children are the future. Their formative experiences shape the world they will eventually inherit and perpetuate. Providing underprivileged youth with educational opportunities and life skills is therefore paramount for Prince. His unique upbringing afforded him access to enriching activities that he hopes to pay forward. While the controversial aspect of Michael's interactions with children cannot be ignored, Prince remains focused on his humanitarian work's direct impact. He is grateful for his father's fans and their support, which sustains him through inevitable criticism. His mission transcends negativity and concentrates on tangibly improving underserved communities. Throughout the turbulence of fame and scrutiny, the enduring Jackson family bond has been a steadying anchor. The siblings' unconventional childhood only fortified this unbreakable connection, allowing them to understand each other implicitly. As Paris blossoms musically and Blanket showcases his intellect, Prince beams with fraternal pride. Though not musically inclined, Prince channels his passion for protecting his loved ones' creative pursuits. By directing Paris's cinematic debut music video, he witnessed her artistry being brought to life, an experience that filled him with immense honor and pride. Ultimately, Prince believes his father would derive the greatest sense of pride from witnessing the positive milestones his children have achieved. However, Michael's insatiable yearning for excellence would undoubtedly compel him to constantly raise the bar, a challenge Prince willingly embraces. The words, seemingly whispered from beyond the grave, "What's next? How can you do better?" are a perpetual motivating force. As the Prince forges ahead on his own journey of significance, he carries the indelible life lessons and incomparable legacy of the King of Pop within his heart. But what was it really like growing up in all that glitz and glamour as the son of the King of Pop? Let's find out. Michael Jackson's youngest child, Prince Michael "Biggie" Jackson II, has long been shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Born in 2002, he was initially known to the world as Blanket Jackson due to his father's bizarre introduction from a Berlin hotel balcony. The King of Pop had proudly displayed his then 9-month-old son to adoring fans, shielding his face with a towel. This peculiar incident sparked global outrage and raised concerns about Michael's fitness as a parent. However, he had simply gotten caught up in the excitement of the moment, explaining that he would never intentionally endanger his children's lives. It marked the beginning of the Jackson family's intense desire for privacy and protection from prying eyes. As Biggie grew older, he remained the most elusive of Michael's 3 children, with few public glimpses into his life. His older siblings, Prince and Paris, shared loving memories that offered a contrasting perspective on their father's dedication as a parent behind closed doors. In a 2021 interview with Good Morning America, the now 22-year-old Biggie reflected on the immense historical significance surrounding his childhood home. "There's a lot of really cool stuff here," he expressed, adding that his father aimed to create things that could benefit people's lives. Prince revealed Michael's profound wisdom extended far beyond music. He recounted his father's mantra, "We could have nothing, but you look around, your brother, your sister, and me, that's all you'll ever have." This powerful message solidified the unbreakable Jackson sibling bond. Tragically, Michael's untimely death in 2009 thrust enormous responsibility onto Prince's shoulders at just 12 years old. "After his passing, my siblings honestly picked up the slack that I unfortunately left behind," he admitted, crediting Paris and Biggie for their strength during that traumatic transition. As young adults navigating fame's turbulent waters, the trio has developed an unfiltered relationship rooted in their shared upbringing. Prince acknowledged the profound connection, stating, "Nobody else really understands how you grew up or were raised." This resilient foundation has empowered the siblings to collectively safeguard their father's colossal legacy. At a 2019 charity event, Prince emphasized, "When there's a lot of people who may not have the best intentions for you, it's very easy to get caught up in fake personalities. Their unbreakable familial trust counteracts external forces." While Michael went to great lengths to shield his children from public scrutiny, his motivations stemmed from a sincere desire to provide a semblance of normalcy. The artist had been thrust into superstardom at just 6 years old. His childhood was abruptly curtailed to support his family's livelihood. His own experiences being robbed by a typical youth fueled Michael's protectiveness over Prince, Paris, and Biggie. He recognized the inherent challenges fame presented and desperately sought to give his children the unremarkable childhoods he sadly never experienced himself. The media frenzy surrounding the Jacksons only exacerbated Michael's distrust, particularly following his 2005 acquittals on child molestation charges. Public perception is frequently skewed toward branding the artist as an eccentric recluse, fixated on sheltering his offspring from reality. However, those closest to the Jackson family paint a contrasting portrait of Michael's parenting approach. His eldest children have repeatedly praised the idyllic moments he crafted through simple family activities like outings and dinners together. For Prince, Paris, and Biggie, these seemingly mundane experiences transcended into cherished memories, becoming really special moments, focusing on clarity, conciseness, and maintaining the original tone. Amidst the turbulence of living under a microscope, continuing the philanthropic work of his father, Prince Michael Jackson II, also known as Biggie, upholds his late father's commitment to charitable endeavors as a profound responsibility. The King of Pop's relentless advocacy for positive change left an indelible mark that his son aims to honor and expand upon. The seeds of this philanthropic venture were planted during Prince's college years at Loyola Marymount University. Inspired by his father's Heal the World Foundation, Prince and his friend John Muto channeled their shared passion for enacting tangible good into a localized initiative, Heal Los Angeles. At its core, Heal Los Angeles embodies a deep-rooted connection to the city that shaped Prince's identity. Born and raised in Los Angeles, he fostered an unshakable bond with the diverse communities that collectively breathe life into the city. This profound sense of belonging kindled a desire to uplift and empower those who call the city home, especially the underprivileged segments most in need of support. Guided by his father's wisdom, Prince wholeheartedly believes that nurturing children is paramount to cultivating a brighter future. The formative experiences and resources accessible during one's youth ultimately mold the trajectories of entire generations. Deprivation of educational opportunities and positive reinforcement perpetuates a cyclical disadvantage that Prince feels compelled to disrupt. Heal Los Angeles strives to level the uneven playing field by providing underserved communities with robust educational resources, life skills training, and empowering guidance. The scope of their initiatives is purposefully broad, tailored to address the nuanced requirements of each community they serve. Underpinning these efforts is a fundamental belief instilled by Michael Jackson that investing in the limitless potential of youth is paramount for catalyzing lasting generational progress. By nurturing their talents, fostering their dreams, and equipping them with invaluable skills, Heal Los Angeles hopes to ignite a ripple effect of positive transformation that reverberates through communities for decades to come. For Prince, this venture represents far more than mere charitable obligations. It is a deeply personal homage to his father's unrelenting humanitarianism and an opportunity to leave an indelible imprint on the city he cherishes. The profound influence of Michael's parental guidance resonates through every endeavor, fueling Prince's conviction that he must uplift others as his father did. A core tenet underlying Prince's philanthropic mission is the fundamental belief that education unlocks boundless potential. Heal Los Angeles aims to empower the next generation to reshape their circumstances and communities by equipping underprivileged youth with robust scholastic resources and vital life skills. This crusade for widespread access to quality education strikes at the heart of a vicious cycle plaguing underserved populations. Deprivation of enriching opportunities during the formative years severely hinders a child's ability to thrive, perpetuating multi-generational disadvantages. Prince witnessed firsthand how his privileged upbringing opened doors and expanded horizons, advantages he yearns to extend to those lacking such privileges. Through strategic initiatives tailored to each community's needs, Heal Los Angeles adopts a multi-pronged approach. On one front lies bolstering traditional academic curricula by providing tutoring, educational materials, and supplemental programs. This reinforces the foundational building blocks for future success, ensuring no student falls behind due to socio-economic constraints. However, Prince recognizes that nurturing well-rounded individuals requires more than just scholastic aptitudes. Therefore, an equal emphasis is placed on cultivating practical life skills, often overlooked yet indispensable for navigating the real world. Financial literacy clinics demystify crucial concepts like budgeting, saving and investing, tools for economic self-sufficiency. Etiquette and interpersonal training impart the priceless social graces that can unlock professional opportunities. The scope transcends conventional academics, dynamically tackling developmental needs from multiple vantage points. Art therapy programs allow creative expression to blossom, providing therapeutic outlets. Mentorship initiatives pair students with positive role models who inspire self-belief. Health and wellness seminars instill lifelong habits for physical and mental well-being. At every turn, Prince and his team strive to identify potential blind spots and proactively address them. Their holistic approach leaves no stone unturned in pursuit of comprehensive empowerment. This inclusive philosophy stems from Michael Jackson's teachings about investing wholeheartedly in youth. The late icon recognized children as humanity's ultimate wellspring of hope, their experiences shaping the world they will one day inherit. Therefore, no educational opportunity is too modest to prioritize under Heal Los Angeles' purview. From classroom tutoring to emotional intelligence workshops, each program is a building block for the Foundation's overarching vision that all children, regardless of circumstances, can access the tools and guidance to actualize their dreams. Navigating this ambitious undertaking requires continuous adaptability and humility. Prince and his team remain keenly attuned to the evolving needs of the communities they serve, frequently soliciting feedback to refine their approaches. They celebrate each small victory while eagerly pursuing innovative ways to amplify their impact. While the King of Pop's affinity for young people stemmed from an earnest desire to shelter and enlighten innocent minds, the world grew increasingly skeptical of his motives. Accusations of impropriety cast an inescapable pall, fueling detractors who denounced his relationships with children as inappropriate at best and predatory at worst. For Prince, reliving this torrent of vitriol toward his beloved father is a harsh yet inevitable reality. He cannot simply ignore the scandals that continue casting long shadows on his family's name and Michael's lauded work with children's charities. However, Prince's profound admiration for his father's philanthropic spirit remains unshaken. He staunchly believes his father's intentions were pure, rooted in an authentic desire to nurture children from troubled backgrounds. As such, Prince has adopted an unflinching approach when confronted about this unenviable chapter of his lineage. He does not shy away from the discomfort of addressing Michael's controversies head-on, confident that transparency offers the path to preserving his father's virtuous legacy. His strategy lies in redirecting skeptics' attention toward the tangible, life-enriching impact of initiatives like Heal Los Angeles. Each community uplifted, each child empowered, serves as a powerful rejoinder to the cynics. For how could anyone focused on truly altruistic work find the time or energy to harbor nefarious motives? This philosophy of leading by example, of prioritizing action over empty rhetoric, is Prince's armor against contempt. He openly acknowledges and expresses gratitude for Michael's legion of steadfast supporters, those who have championed the family through times of turmoil. Their unconditional love and trust provide a bulwark of strength when the tides of negativity threaten to overwhelm them. Moreover, by remaining laser-focused on Heal Los Angeles' localized humanitarian efforts, Prince sidesteps being ensnared in the unwinnable war of litigating decades-old controversies through the media's court of public opinion. His credibility lies in the appreciation voiced by the communities his charity uplifts, a truth that transcends salacious allegations. Still, he cannot ignore that treading in his father's footsteps, quite literally in his efforts with children's causes, opens him to the same scrutiny that Michael once endured. The parallels are impossible to avoid, as detractors eagerly search for any shred of impropriety to reignite old feuds. The bond between Prince, Paris, and Blanket Jackson stands as a testament to the power of family, a lifeline that helped them navigate the surreal experiences of their unconventional childhood. Though their upbringing diverged wildly from traditional norms, the three siblings emerged from it bonded by an inextricable and profound connection. From the outside looking in, the Jackson children's early lives seemed cloaked in mystique and isolation. Born into global fame and fortune, they faced the unique challenges of having one of the world's most recognizable figures as their father. The king of pop's phobia of exposing his offspring to the glaring spotlight necessitated extreme privacy measures. Rather than attending school among their peers like most kids, the Jackson Three received homeschooling within the cloistered confines of their Neverland Ranch estate and other family compounds. Their avenues for typical childhood socializing and community building were severely limited by this cocooned existence. Yet this very seclusion, ironically, fostered an inseparable sibling dynamic unlike any other. Denied the ability to forge friendships freely, Prince, Paris, and Blanket turned inward, relying on each other for formative bonds, emotional intimacy, and finding strength in their shared journeys. This fortified sibling rapport transcended mere words or explicit acknowledgement. Having spent the bulk of their childhoods isolated together from the outside world, Prince, Paris, and Blanket developed an almost telepathic means of communicating. These preternatural bonds of intuition and mutual understanding solidified into an unbreakable foundation of trust and loyalty as they matured into adulthood. No conventional upbringing could forge such an indestructible kinship. Though physically separated by the pursuit of individual passions and ambitions, that profound connection spans any distance. Prince's pride and admiration for his siblings' respective talents, Paris's blossoming musical artistry, and Blanket's brilliant intellect ring through his words. Within this fraternal cocoon, the trio can speak candidly and find solace in the eccentricities and hardships that defined their childhoods. Collaboration and mutual support have become the norm, a testament to the Jackson mantra of presenting a united front to the world despite personal adversities. When Prince co-directed Paris's debut music video, it exemplified their dedication to seeing each other's creative visions flourish. Even as Prince charts his own humanitarian path with Heal Los Angeles, he remains firmly entrenched in ensuring his siblings' dreams take flight as well. His motivations are rooted in fierce loyalty and safeguarding their collective interests. Paris's musical endeavors. While Prince may not possess the same musical talents as his sister Paris, he has discovered his own profound way to contribute to the family's artistic legacy. His role goes beyond merely cheering from the sidelines, as Paris blossoms into an ascending voice in the entertainment industry. Rather, Prince has embraced the opportunity to nurture and protect his sister's creative expression from behind the scenes. By taking the reins as director for Paris's first official music video, he was able to intimately shepherd her embryonic artistry into the world on his own unique terms. The experience of collaborating so intimately on such a significant introductory showcase proved equal parts daunting and exceptionally rewarding for the youngest Jackson sibling. Though the pressures of ushering Paris's musical talents into the public sphere loomed large, Prince remained buoyed by an immense sense of pride and responsibility. From the outset, he aimed to pay homage to the cinematic, almost avant-garde approaches that defined many of his father's legendary music videos and short films. The king of pop's boundary-pushing visions often transcended the confines of traditional music video formats, each one an exquisitely crafted micro-movie unto itself. Inspired by Michael's penchant for weaving rich narratives into his visual albums, Prince sought to imbue Paris's debut with a similar sophistication and thematic heft. This artistic ambition extended the typical filming of a music video into a multi-day endeavor more akin to an independent film shoot. Every aesthetic detail and storytelling beat was meticulously designed to elevate Paris's art into a fully realized representation of her creative identity. Prince labored tirelessly to ensure the final product would be a true actualization of her vision, not merely impressionistic visuals slapped over the track. On a more personal level, the experience allowed the siblings to connect over their shared passion for artistic expression in an unprecedented way. Having grown up under the tutelage of one of the greatest creative forces in modern entertainment, Paris and Prince both understood the precious responsibility of properly introducing new art forms to the world. Behind the camera, Prince beamed with fraternal admiration as he witnessed Paris's raw talent and professionalism blossom and take shape with each passing day on set. Her total immersion into embodying the video's characters and thematic undertones validated his belief in her abilities. In those moments, distant memories were rekindled of the Jackson children huddled together, completely transfixed watching their iconic father pour his soul into projects in the recording studio or on elaborate video sets. Now it was Paris' turn to command that same respect and adulation, while bringing her own articulate perspectives to life. For Prince, there was no greater honor than playing the role of passionate facilitator, working in service of his beloved sister's boundless creative potential. Each take, each scene distilled, represented another step towards solidifying the Jackson family's enduring legacy of entertainers. The sheer physical and emotional toil of the multi-day video shoot schedule only reinforced Prince's reverence for the meticulous artistry his father consistently embodied. He gained a deeper appreciation for the stamina, determination, and raw talent required to translate amorphous visions into stunningly cohesive works of pop art. When the dust settled and Paris's official arrival as a multifaceted artist was cemented through the music video's release, Prince basked in a sublime sense of fulfillment. Not only had he helped usher his sister into the family business in a powerful way, but the process allowed him to feel closer to the indelible artistic spirit of his late father. Moving forward, he hopes to explore more opportunities to lend his unique creative perspectives and production insights to Paris's future visual artistic pursuits. By protecting her ability to blossom organically as a musician and storyteller, Prince can indirectly extend his father's peerless legacy. Though the immortal Michael Jackson physically departed this world over a decade ago, his perpetual yearning for his offspring to realize their full potential burns eternally. Prince believes that if his father could witness the varied triumphs and milestones they've attained, an immense sense of paternal pride would undoubtedly swell within the King of Pop's heart. At the same time, Michael's insatiable appetite for excellence would compel him to constantly uphold his children to even loftier standards. This unflinching devotion to pursuing bigger dreams and loftier accomplishments represented a core tenet woven into the fabric of how he raised Prince, Paris, and Blanket. From a remarkably young age, the Jackson siblings came to understand that past successes, no matter how monumental, merely represented springboards for future growth. Their father's relentless drive and ambition became ingrained into their psyches through his words and deeds. That's great, but what's next? How can we make it better? What will you learn to improve upon that for the next endeavor? Michael's motivational mantras still resonate vividly across Prince's consciousness to this day. His father's voice, words of wisdom continually pushing them to stretch the limits of their potential, has been indelibly etched into the minds of all three children. Those calls for perpetual progression have manifested into a guiding light, propelling their respective trajectories. For Prince, he envisions Michael beaming with immeasurable pride upon witnessing his humanitarian initiatives with Heal Los Angeles flourishing across the City of Angels. Enriching the lives of underserved youth and providing educational resources once financially inaccessible were always core tenets instilled by his father. He can perfectly visualize Michael's eyes welling with joyful tears upon seeing the positive transformation taking root within the communities they serve. In that moment, Prince knows he has not only honored his father's legacy, but has taken tangible strides towards fulfilling the King of Pop's most deeply held aspiration. A world where love, compassion, and opportunity uplift every child, regardless of circumstance, into a brighter future. Realizing his firstborn had solidified the family's charitable legacy would represent a crowning achievement in itself. Yet Michael's relentless spirit for maximizing human potential would inevitably kick in. Prince can hear those familiar words echo from the grave. You've done amazing work. But how can we raise more funds, reach more communities, enrich more young lives? For Paris, whose miraculous vocals and storytelling abilities through song represent an undeniable embodiment of her father's talents, Michael would surely beam with immense pride. Her emergence into the entertainment realm as a multifaceted artist would uphold a hallowed family legacy. At the same time, her father's meticulous pursuit of perfection would shine through in the form of gentle critiques and methods for honing her skills even further. A Jackson simply does not rest on their laurels when the possibility of greatness lies ahead. In Blanket, Michael's youngest, the razor-sharp intellect and eloquence he displays at such a tender age would render his father awestruck. The precocious insights and philosophical perspectives he articulates with such poise are traits the world once marveled at within Michael himself as a child. Yet rather than relishing this milestone, Michael would insist Blanket apply his brilliant mindset towards loftier academic and innovative pursuits. For a Jackson can never become complacent when their thoughts and works possess the power to inspire millions. Collectively, as a tightly woven unit, Michael would undoubtedly rejoice in the remarkable strides his three children have made in lockstep with one another. Their philanthropic efforts, creative talents, and formidable brain power have collectively elevated the family name to new heights. However, this pride would swiftly curdle into an unwavering paternal demand that they not rest on their laurels. Michael recognized a harsh truth, that the true measure of success lies in one's ability to constantly. Thanks for watching. Check out another interesting video by clicking on the link appearing on your screen right now.